Yo, what's going on today? Today I want to talk about normal. The word normal. Fuck being normal, because normal will never get you to where you want to go. If you're looking at everybody else around you that is just following what everybody else is doing, look at the results they're getting. Look at the results they're getting with their money, with their motivation levels, with how much they enjoy their life, how much they're getting out of life, what their body looks like, what their energy levels look like, how good they feel on a day-to-day basis. Are those the results you want when you're looking at everybody else? That's what normal is, right? Normal is the baseline set by the majority of the population. But the thing is that the majority of the population is massively mediocre. I hope you have become conscious of this by now, if you've been on this journey of self-actualization with me, that if you want to get what you want, if you want to build your own ideal life where you're designing your life to fit you like a glove, fit you, nobody else, you're going to notice that you're going to have to exert an uncanny amount of effort in every single day. It doesn't even matter how you're feeling sometimes, a lot of times, because you're putting in the effort in almost a self-sacrificing way, because that is your own version of self-care, because you have a higher vision guiding you in every single moment. When you have enough clarity on your life purpose, when you have enough clarity on your vision, that is what's going to guide you in every moment, not how you feel. It is not normal to put a massive amount of effort towards your vision every single day. It is not normal even to have high amounts of self-care where you are working out every day or even several times a day. It's not normal to be educating yourself, spending 2 hours a day to just do some reading so you can, by the time 10 years from now, you're going to move up a couple echelons in your class because of how much you're going to self-educate. It's not normal to be working, for like 5 hours a day on your projects such that you can actualize your vision and build your dream career. Building the life you want is not normal. If you haven't noticed that, having a life that you hate is actually normal. Because when you just go to the default position, you follow everybody else, the herd is going off a cliff. The herd is going off a cliff into, endless distraction, succumbing to their vices, not building the discipline, not building a positive mental attitude in each and every moment. So, it's funny because, growing up, I was the weird kid, because I followed what I thought was right. I was in my own world. And what I want to encourage for you is for you to live in your own world every day, such that you can walk down the street in any fucking manner you want, and that's the correct way, because you said it, because you said so. Walk your life in your unique way. Live in your own world where you set your own standards. We will only reach our highest potential when we start to set our own standards independent of what society tells us. And if we do, use inspiration from society to set our standards, it is that we look at what people are doing and then we multiply that by 100. And then that's our minimum baseline. Because otherwise, we're not going to be able to get the results that we want to create in our daily life. And the thing is that the result that you create right away, right now, is you feeling good in the moment. Leonardo da Vinci will say, a hard day's work will bring a blessed sleep, a good night's sleep. And so well-employed life will bring a blessed death. So how are you going to work every single day such that you earn the right to die happy? Because that's really what we're sentenced here with life, is that we are sentenced with putting in that work every single day such that we can die happy. And really learn how to enjoy what we're given here. But that takes gratitude through your actions every single day. How are you going to show your gratitude for what's given to you, all this beautiful direct experience? How are you going to show that gratitude through your actions? Sometimes we have such a poor mental attitude that we can't even see the positives in the seemingly most negative moments. It is in those moments when you can find those pieces of positivity, that is when you will empower yourself the most. That is when you'll find your greatest gifts and your greatest strength. Because notice that everything that's given to you is meant for you. And so looking on the positives behind it, looking for the intelligence behind it, is what your mission is. Your mission here is to see the positives in everything that life gives you and cultivate that self-respect in every single moment through your actions, and make your own reality bubble, make your own world where you set your own standards. Don't live, I will see people will compare themselves to me like, oh, you're doing very good at this and that. And it's like, well, I'm not doing good enough because I haven't met my personal standard, right? Set your own personal standard. And your highest standard is your new normal, right? Live in your own reality. Really step into it. Your highest potential, that's what you want to be at your baseline, your 10.0 self. You make that your baseline, and that's going to be far from normal. And that's perfect, because fuck normal. Normal will never get you anywhere you want to be. Remember that. If you're doing something, where everyone else is putting in the same amount of effort, and you're trying to match that, you're probably doing something wrong. A good rule of thumb is to always try and make yourself the hardest working individual in the room. And then you constantly find more rooms where you're constantly challenging yourself to find people that are better, so you have to rise to the occasion even more. So have the courage to really step into who you came here to be by foregoing all of these needs to fit in. Fuck fitting in, because fitting in is mediocre. I don't want to fit in ever in my life, because that would be fitting in with all these mediocre fucks. And I'm good. That's not for me. I'd rather be alone and shining in my 10.0 self than to be around other people and less than who I could be. And I talk about this in my other video on the rite of passage of leaving, the people that are not helping you grow anymore. This is going to, when you're on this personal development journey, you're going to go through that. When you start to become a 1%er, the people that you relate with is going to be, 1% of the people you meet. It's as simple as that. And that's actually a sign of growth. So give yourself permission to really create your own reality. Live in your own fucking bubble where you have your own beliefs about how you choose to see things. Perception is a complete choice, whether it's conscious or unconscious. What happens in reality is completely neutral. Whether it's good or bad, positive, negative, is how your perception projects onto it. And that's a choice that you can consciously make. So why not give yourself the authority to create your own bubble of reality where you can choose to always see the positive, always see the way, always see a way that you can make this empowering, always see a way that you can see this is meant for you, such that you have this superior perception, and that's gonna get you the farthest. The most successful people, I don't look at like what they have, what results they've created necessarily. I look at beyond just the results they create, I look at how they see reality, because a superior perception will eventually end in, a superior result later down the line. It's only a matter of time. So with that, I would like you to sit with that today. And I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.